Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 31 of our FTB Skies Let's Play series, where today, well, we get our rocket built and we head ourselves to the end. Let's get started. Welcome back, my friends. Another wonderful day here in the world of TheAndrata, where today, well, last episode we left off getting ourselves some of that black gold, some oil. So today we are going to work on processing that oil and getting ourselves a launch platform to head ourselves to another planet. As you can see over here, I did what I said I didn't know if I wanted to do last episode. With the help of a copy and paste gadget from Building Gadgets, it made it really easy to actually just copy the platform that I had down below and build it up here. So it really wasn't that big of a deal, or as big as a deal as I was making it out to be. So yeah, I guess it's fine. But anyway, I did the thing. I made it, so we're good to go. Let me go ahead and set up an elevator over here. And that should be correct. Yeah. Okay, cool. So now we can come over here and we can build our platform. Though, honestly, is an elevator going to be handy? No. Why? Because a rocket's going to be literally taking off from here. Do I need an elevator? No. I'm just going to have to fly up here. That's fine. Maybe I'll put the elevator in the corner. Anyway, so today we need to work on getting ourselves set up with Ad Astra and getting ourselves our rocket going. So in order to start, I think my first goal is going to be to make myself the fuel refinery. The fuel refinery is going to be handy because it's going to allow us to, refine fuels. In order to use that, I'm going to need to get myself a multi-servo press, which I think, I should have, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Let's go pop into the system and learn some things to make, because it looks like we're going to be making quite a few different things. So inside of here, let's go. Fuel refinery. We're going to need to learn how to make ourselves some steel plates. Multi-servo press, you got me for that, right? Easy peasy. And it's no pattern or anything like that. Nope, don't do that. Nope, don't do that. Nope, don't do that. Sure. Okay, so fuel refinery. Everything else should be pretty good. So we'll teach the system how to make that because I don't want to. Let's go with oxygen loader. We're going to need one of these bad boys so we can get oxygen into our spacesuit when the time comes. That requires those steel plates, which is great. Oxygen tanks require steel plates, which are cool. They're also going to require some sort of rod, an iron rod. Let's not do an iron rod. Yes, let's switch up which kind of rod we want to use. Because it looks like we can use multiple different types. What about an Ad Astra rod? Let's see, that sounds much more convenient, though I did get rid of the oxygen tank there. Now the oxygen tank is, that's ore dictionary, so it should be okay. But the iron rod from there is going to require me to make iron plates, which again can be done in a multi-servo press. So those are press recipes. These are all just general crafts. Okay. That was the oxygen tank. How about the engine fans? Well, that's going to require those. We'll grab that. And we're going to need a lightning rod. Sure. Let's craft that as well. We can go ahead and just shove that into our inventory. That takes care of the oxygen loader. What about a fuel loader? So we can get fuel into our rockets auto-magically. I like that idea. Let's go ahead and grab that. Okay. We're going to need to build ourselves a rocket, which is going to require all of these different pieces. Now, unfortunately, Refined is not going to be able to handle that. It can handle the crafting of the individual pieces, but I'm going to have to be the one to put them into the NASA Workbench, I believe. I don't believe that this is going to actually... we'll see. We'll put that over there in the corner. But anyway, for that, we're going to need to get ourselves a rocket nose cone. We'll take that. We're going to need steel blocks, which we don't actually have because I don't have steel going into a drawer. So we will teach the system how to make that. We're also going to need some rocket fins. That's steel plates as well. Okay. We're going to need to get our multi-servo press upgraded. That's for sure. We're going to need steel tanks. We're going to need steel engine, which requires this thing, an engine frame. Seems easy enough. Okay, let's move you two out of the way as you go into the multi-servo press. We're going to want a launch pad. That's going to require that. We're going to want space helmets. Sure. Teach the system how to make that. Look at that. We're going to need a space suit, which requires oxygen gear, which is this. Okay. Did I have oxygen gear already? No, I didn't. Okay, cool. Space pants and space boots. And I think that should be everything. We're going to move that back over there. Everything except for the NASA Workbench itself. And again, we'll teach the system how to make it because I'm lazy and I don't want to do all the crafting anymore. Even though I'm only going to ever make one of those, most likely, I don't want to actually do the work. Yeah. Okay, I think that was everything. Since we're here, might as well just go ahead and do this part too, since I said I was going to. Throw those into there. Bam. Okay. Sweet. And then you guys go into the multi-servo, and then you will eventually go into the NASA Workbench, and we'll see if that can work. Multi-servo press, how upgraded are you? Oh, you're actually pretty fully upgraded, so we can go ahead and do that. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready to start crafting stuff? Let's go look at Ad Astra, and let's get ourselves, first things first, we're going to get ourselves a fuel refinery. Let's get ourselves a fuel loader. Let's get ourselves a launch pad. Let's get ourselves a NASA Workbench. Let's get ourselves an oxygen loader. We can go ahead and grab we won't grab the rocket yet because we didn't teach the system how to do that, but we'll go ahead and grab the spacesuit, the space pants, the space helmet, and the space boots along with that. And that's a lot of stuff that we just all acquired out of nowhere. Okay, fuel loader. Perfect. That's going to be where our rocket gets fueled. Fuel refinery, processing the fuel. NASA Workbench, of course. Oxygen loader. That's how we get our oxygen. We're going to want our launch pad for our rockets. We're going to need space boots, of course, so that way we can, walk around and do all the things. And there we go. We just completed pretty much the whole bulk of these beginning quests, except for building ourselves our rocket itself. So let's go ahead and pop on up here. Notice I did run refined storage up here, so we have access to it so that we can do all the things that we need to right on up here. So let's go ahead and get our fuel refinery going. Fuel refinery is going to require power, I'm going to assume. Ooh, this is an interesting looking block. It requires the energy and what else? Fuel refinery, oil into fuel. Oh, pretty simple. Oxygen loader requires water. So we'll put you. Let's just go ahead and stack you here, maybe. I don't know, guys. How are we looking? I don't think I like this because ideally I could just have the boop, 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 but no, that won't work because this is here. But then again, you know what? Do I need this here? I don't know. Importer, exporter. We need to get water into the one and oil into the other. Now, I don't know what we're going to get out of this. Is the fuel going to be a liquid fuel? Is it going to be a gas? What are we getting? So that's why I'm not worried about setting up anything else terribly too much yet. I just want to get the stuff that we need into this. So you are going to export water, and you are going to export oil. Fluids. You are going to do oil. Good. Now we need to get power into these. So I guess let's not do this. Why am I trying to be all fancy pants and complicated with it when I know that I'm just going to have to change it all up anyway once I need to get power into all of these machines. Now, I do have power coming through these other machines. You guys are coming through from Cyclic. Could I use Cyclic again here and just have Cyclic going into, and then I can have it wireless? Wire, what is that called from Cyclic? Transmitter. Do I have any of those things? Energy transfer node. If I were to put you over here, Mr. Energy transfer node, I just don't know how much power this is ultimately going to use, but yeah, anyway, so energy transfer node, and then we can get power. Now, does that have to, it's been a little while. Yeah, that can just hook up to any sort of energy power block, right? So I can hook up flux point up to this. PowerPoint. No, what? No, power can come in through here. I can't place. Oh, interesting. Yeah, let me place on the side, but it's not letting me place this on top of this. There we go. Weird. You are going to be our Ad Astra area, and you're going to be on the output network. So this should now have power. Yes. Now we can get some GPS cards. And I can use these. I need some paper. And I can use these to power the system. Not you. You go there, you go there. Okay, cool. So then I can do this, which means I could have left my setup the way that it was. We'll see. GPS data card. I did not mean to teach all of you that. So let's do one. Put you in there. Now you have power. Okay. Oh, and you're actually producing fuel pretty darn quick. Okay. Now, is the fuel a liquid? Can I get a bucket of fuel? I'm going to assume so because then I can manually load yeah, I can get buckets. So it is a liquid. So I could have it export back into the system if I wanted to. Is there another usage of this fuel though? Usage. Fuel loader, make it into buckets. Is there a usage for buckets? I'm like, am I going to use this for crafting at all? No. So why don't I just have this go straight into a fuel loader? What do I need to have it go anywhere else for? Right? Does that make sense? Now, the oxygen loader, on the other hand, though, I am going to need to have stuff go into this. I need water, and then I need the oxygen to come out of it into a spacesuit. How does that work? Do I just put the spacesuit in here or what? Let's go ahead and do what I just did again. Get all this set up. You are going to export water. You are going to export oil. And then you are going to get hooked up. Okay. So now we got water. We got oil coming in here. It's producing fuel. Now it's capped out. It'll fill up over here and bada bing, bada boom, we're okay. Oxygen, it's going to run through that water. It looks like it's running through the water pretty quick. So let's get like a stack upgrade to push in its max amount every time that the exporter can do so. Yes. Thank you. We could even get a speed upgrade on this stack exporter if we wanted to, but this should just push the 3 buckets in. And then every time it pushes, it'll just push 3 buckets in. Yeah, so now it's keeping it full. Okay. All right, so those two are doing their thing. We have oxygen. Now, how do we use the oxygen? Do I just put this in there? Oh, yep, that's all I got to do. Okay. Now, how do I know how much oxygen is in here, though? Based on the fact that nothing is coming into here, I'm going to assume when I wear it, I get like a oxygen UI. Yes, but I have no oxygen currently, is what it says. Oh, oxygen goes into the suit, not the helmet. So why did it go into the helmet then? Question mark. Okay. Anyway, okay, that works. Let's go ahead and no, give me those boots back. Yeah, that was you. Let's do this. Put your armor back on. You're kind of naked right now. Thank you. Okay. Oh, I really need to get powered anvil. My leggings are about to break, and I would actually be quite upset with that if that were to happen. Man, I need a crystallized obsidian. I don't have any right now. That's a bummer. Okay. Need to make sure that does not break. That would be terrible. But nothing I can do about it right now. I'd have to go make crystallized obsidian, and I don't feel like it. Okay, that took care of that. So we got oxygen being produced. We have this. Let's go ahead and get the fuel loader. Can I just throw this next to it? Will it auto output? Or am I going to have to? Oh, okay. That's its working area. So if I put this, like, say, here, or if I give it a 1, no, actually, that's fine. I can go underneath. Pipe out from underneath this, put it into here, and then as long as my rocket is in that area, we'll see. We'll deal with the fuel loader later. That can hold 8 buckets, and this can only hold 3, so maybe we should deal with it sooner. How does the launch pad look? Let's put that guy down. Oh, okay, this is... Okay, so I'm going to assume if I have the fuel loader right here, that'll cover the rocket area. Okay, so then can I do something like this? Pipe out from the bottom of this into the fuel loader. Do I need a bunch of buckets of fuel? Should I get a like a tank, a fluid drawer or something to sit here to handle all of that? Like, I don't know. For now though, we're just going to get fluid pipes. and see if we can't extract out of that bad boy. Yes, we can. Okay, cool. And that goes into the fuel loader, and then that'll fill up its inventory. Great. Where did those go? Okay, cool. Okay, so fuel loader taken care of. We're processing fuel. We got oxygen. Spacesuit says that it's not full yet. Now, there we go. Spacesuit is full of oxygen. Doesn't look like these guys can get oxygen, so I'm not going to worry about that. So the only other thing that we need to do is actually build the darn rocket itself, utilizing our NASA workbench. So we can go ahead and set this guy up. Let's set him over here. Ooh, he looks fancy-pantsy. Now, the NASA workbench is going to require power. Does it need power? It doesn't show a power UI. I do like that over there, but I'm also going to move it over here because I have refined storage access over to here, because I'd like to set a crafter up on this and see if we can't auto craft into this. I don't know. The fact that it has so many slots is concerning, but it's a possibility. At least we can say we tried, you know. You go there. You go there. And how about a rocket? Craft. The question is this going to accept things only in specific slots, or does it not allow inputs at all? Like, if it doesn't allow items to be pushed into it, period, then like there's no point in this. If I have to manually do it, that's fine. Like, it's not that big of a deal. It does seem to be the case. I also don't seem to be getting any of this stuff. So let's go ahead and pop home really quick and see what our crafter manager has to say about this. Okay, no, it's processing these. It says it's making them. Is it just waiting on the steel or the multi-servo press? No. Steel's not running either. Nothing's happening here. Let's see. Oh, hey, it did it. It put the stuff in here. Though what it's doing, I'm not quite sure. Okay, so it looks like it put the stuff in here, but because each of these slots can hold more than one, it doesn't look like it actually did work. So auto crafting seems to be out of the equation here. So we need to get, but we can leave it this way, and then I would just have to manually come and place the blocks where they would need to go. Engine goes there, correct? These two guys go here, and then we have fin, and then we get a rocket out of it. Ta-da! Now let's put the rocket in the system so that it doesn't freak out. I'd have to put it in an importer, or else the craft is going to be stuck now. It's going to want to finish this craft, and it can't. But that's okay. We can just cancel it. Perfect. Okay, we got a rocket. Huzzah! 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 Rocket crafted. Easy as that. That wasn't too difficult. So let's go ahead and get our rocket. Wow, this is a big bad boy. Let's see what I look like carrying my rocket. I do look pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Okay, rocket goes there. And it should automatically get filled up with fuel, right? I don't quite know. I also don't know why I ended up down here. Excuse me. The flying is stopping me from being able to use my elevators. Okay. Did you fuel the rocket? Automatically? I'm slightly concerned. It doesn't say whether it did or not. And there's no like GUI or anything like that. But I say, what the heck? Let's take off and see what happens. Oh, I gotta put my suit on. Whew, before I die. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, we're taking off. Look at us go. We're off to Neverland. It's pretty darn cool. I love modding Minecraft for stuff like this, like being able to go to rocket. I live in Florida. I get to see SpaceX launching rockets like every other week, if not sometimes every week, if not sometimes twice in one day. And Florida being what Florida is, it's expensive. It's a ridiculous place to live sometimes. However, being able to see those rockets every day is absolutely awesome. Not every day, but every so once in a while. I get a notification on my phone. I just go outside and I look, and there's a rocket taking up into space, dropping off satellites or the ISS or whatever. Okay, so we got our rockets, and the first place that we can go is the end. That's the only place that we have available to us. The sky's end. We can orbit. We can go to a space station. However, if we want to go to a space station, we have to build this. There is no oxygen here, but there is oxygen on the sky's end, so I can actually put my regular armor back on. I don't need the spacesuit. From what I understand, though, I have to press space to slow my rocket down, don't I? Or else I'm gonna crash. I can't see. I was able to see for a moment there, but now I can't. Those things look concerning. I also don't. Okay. Very dangerous to dismount now, it said. It helped if I would have kept my UI on, but I didn't. Let's get my good armor on. And with that, the end dragon is somewhere around here. Trigon is his name, right? That's who I'm supposed to be fighting. But I don't necessarily want to fight him at the moment. I would like to get a matter receiver set up over here, and I need to get those boots taken care of, because they're going to absolutely 100% break if I try and fight this guy now and I take any more damage. So let's get the matter receiver and a point. He's coming for me. Move! Yeah, he's got 3 heads. I just want to get somewhere where I can teleport back and not have to worry about this at the moment. Okay. Matter receiver. Thank you. Flux point. Thank you. You stay over there, Mr. Dragon. I'm fine with you being over there and me being over here. This is... Excuse me. Get me out of there. I mean, when in Rome. Excuse me. I don't appreciate this at the moment. I'm trying not to let my boots break. I'm also trying to be able to teleport back over here, buddy. So let me be. You are the end. There we go. Okay. Can I go home now? Thank you. All right. When in Rome, we got some dragon's breath, so that's nice. And we got that stuff. Okay, cool. So we got to the end. Yay. We saw the dragon. Yay. I think our next major goal, well, I need to get this armor fixed. Before I go anywhere, armor needs to be fixed. So I'm going to work on making myself, let's see, we took care of that. Yeah. Now, I did abandon our rocket over there, but we can always get it later and get our rocket back, right? We don't necessarily need to worry about it right now. But once we get that, our next goal is to get ourselves, well, okay, so we should have checked the pre-flight checklist beforehand. That could have probably been useful. Tells us bring a launch pad with you. You can't launch without one to bring our rocket back. When you reach your destination, it'll be in free fall, hold space. You'll land at the same exact coordinates, just in different destination. You cannot fly back to your team to destiny dimension. This is not supported by Ad Astra. You should pick up your rocket and launch pad and simply slash home. So if you're playing with friends, you can't fly back. Orbit a planet. If you have the proper materials in your inventory, you can make a space station. That's kind of cool. And then our next step is to land on the moon. In order to get to the moon, we need... I'm going to assume... No. How do we get to the moon then? Because my only option was the end. I couldn't go to the moon. We'll figure that out. Anyway, next episode, making the powered anvil, fixing our armor, and then we're going to take down the Ender Dragon. How's that sound? If you enjoyed today's episode, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.